Okay, let's talk about something a little strange. You're a business leader, right? You've built something successful, you've got the respect, but deep down, there's this part of you that just feels trapped. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, stick with me. We're about to break down a three-step plan designed to help you break free.
Does that question just hit you right in the gut? It's a weird feeling, isn't it? To have literally built your own success, your own company, only to feel like you've somehow built a cage around yourself in the process. You're not alone in this, by the way. It's a really common trap for high achievers.
And this is what it looks like, right? The source material calls this going through the daily motions by rote. Your whole life just becomes this predictable, monotonous loop. And that fire, that passion that made you start the business in the first place, it just gets buried under the weight of routine. You've got the success, but you've totally lost that feeling of freedom.
Now, here's what's really interesting. The source material frames this whole problem in a new way. It's not your business, or your schedule, or even your team that's the prison. It's this, the mental cage. It's a prison you've built inside your own mind. And that is a really crucial distinction, because if you're the one who built it, that means you're also the one who can tear it down. So, how do you break out? How do you actually do it? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. And the good news is, there really is a clear path forward. There's a way to find the key to that cage.
This quote, man, it just gets right to the heart of it all. Breaking free? It's not something that just happens to you while you're sitting around waiting. The source material is super clear on this. Unlocking that mental cage takes a real, intentional act of courage. And here's the most important point of all. You already have the key. You can look everywhere else for it. A new business idea, a different strategy, hiring another person, but you're not going to find it out there. It's inside you. You have the power to just walk out of that cage whenever you decide to. So to actually turn that key, the source points to two absolutely essential mindsets. First, commitment. And this isn't some one-and-done decision. It's a choice you have to renew every single day. And second, positivity. It's described as your main weapon against all that negativity that's been keeping you locked up.
All right, so holding the key is one thing, right? But knowing which way to turn it and what to do once that door swings open, that's a whole different story. That's where having a guide, a really clear plan, makes all the difference in the world.
And the plan we're looking at today is just beautifully simple. It's not some 100-step process that's just going to overwhelm you even more. Nope. It's a super straightforward 3-part toolkit to guide you from exactly where you are right now to where you really want to be. It all follows a really logical path. First, the ebook helps you win that internal battle by mastering your mindset. Then, the workbook helps you get laser-focused and crystal clear on your vision. And finally, the checklist is what turns that vision into simple daily actions. Mindset, vision, action. See? It just makes sense.
Let's dig into the first tool, the ebook. This is your guide to taking apart that mental cage we were talking about, brick by brick. This is where you start doing the foundational work, rewiring your own head for freedom.
I mean, this is a complete roadmap for your inner world. It walks you through how to even acknowledge the cage exists, how to face the fears that are keeping you stuck there, and, ultimately how to make choices that actually serve your freedom. It's all about rebuilding your foundation from the inside out. Okay, so once your mindset is starting to shift, it's time for part 2, the workbook. This is where you take all that internal change and you start applying it to your external world. It's designed to help you finally answer that big question: what do I really want my life and my business to look like? The workbook is just filled with these powerful, clarifying questions, just like this one. It's designed to push you way beyond thinking about just payroll and profit margins. It gets you thinking about your legacy, your impact. It helps you build a vision that actually gets you excited to wake up in the morning again. And that brings us to the final and maybe most important piece, part 3, the checklist. Because look, a great vision is pretty much useless if you don't take action, right? This tool is all about execution. It breaks down those big, powerful concepts from the ebook into simple, manageable, daily habits. And just look at how practical these are. Learn the power of no. Wow. Can you imagine how transformational that is for a business leader who feels pulled in a million directions? Or put a stop to negative thoughts. See, the checklist makes this whole process of finding freedom a daily practice, not just some distant goal you hope you'll hit someday. So, there you have it. The path is clear. Master your mindset, define your vision, and take daily action. You've got the map right in front of you. And now comes that moment of truth, the decision to actually take that first step.
When it comes right down to it, it's a choice. On one side, you have the cost of staying stuck, which is burnout, stagnation, and a future filled with regret. On the other side, you have the cost of starting, a single, super low-risk investment that gives you immediate access to a complete plan for your freedom.
And that investment for the entire 3-part toolkit, the ebook, the workbook, and the checklist, is just $9.99. I mean, think about that. That's a tiny price to pay for the tools to literally reclaim your life.
And getting started couldn't be easier. It's 2 steps. You just click the link in the bio or in the description below, and you can download the entire Freedom Toolkit instantly. No waiting, no messing around.
And you should know, these aren't just some random documents thrown together. This whole toolkit was professionally developed by Educational Highway, specifically for the Think Strong network, so you can be absolutely confident in the quality.
You know, at the end of the day, this is about so much more than just escaping that feeling of being trapped. It's about consciously, deliberately starting to live the life you actually want, a life filled with purpose, passion, and true freedom.
This quote from the source material, it really just says it all, doesn't it? Don't let that be the summary of your life. The choice to change that entire narrative from one of regret to one of action is literally right in front of you, right now.
So really, the only question left is this: are you ready? If the answer is yes, well, you know exactly what to do. Click that link and start building the life you actually want.